Hey guys, my name is Vinny and this is my rig rundown. Alright, so I've had a lot of people recently ask me about my setup for live looping when I go out and do solo and duo gigs. So today I'm going to walk you through the basic setup here. Let's get started. I always bring out an electric and an acoustic, and I've got my Reverend Warhawk here in metallic green and my Taylor 814. I also bring out this Microkorg XL Plus, and I love this thing. It's got a lot of sounds. Just gives me a lot more options to add layers, and that's the name of the game with looping. And lastly, I bring my harmonica case here that also doubles as a tip jar, and some accessories. So, those are the instruments. Now we get to the foot stuff. Yeah, let's start with the moneymaker. This is the Boss RC300 loop station, and this is pretty much the whole show, folks. Everything, all the instruments and this beatbox mic are going to the looper, and what I love about the RC300 as opposed to, I used to use the RC30, which is the two-pedal version, and just other loop stations I've seen. The RC300 has 3 separate channels, all with their own dedicated start and stop buttons. So for what I'm doing when I'm out playing cover songs, that is just huge. That's a really big advantage to be able to just stop on a fly one of the channels that you looped. But it's also got the all start and the all stop button, which is pretty self-explanatory. That is also clutch. So yeah, that's what I'm using it for primarily. I'll occasionally throw on the effect, like an envelope filter, and use the expression pedal. But other than that, that is all that I'm using this for. It has a ton of other capabilities, but that I'm just going out and playing songs by the Eagles. So that is the most important part and the nucleus of my live looping setup. So moving on, my guitars plug into this bass 9 pedal here by Electro-Harmonix. So that is also pretty self-explanatory. That just makes it an octave down, and yeah, so I'll use that to loop bass lines, and that's that. All right, so moving on, we have the HX Effects by Line 6, which is my newest addition to this setup, and it's been a great one because it's a digital effects board, which means I have my basic setup. And you can dial in the sounds as you see fit and make multiple banks. So yeah. Yeah, so again, is just to give myself as many options as possible, and it's small and fits on this pedal board, so gotta love that. So moving on, after the effects, I have this Hughes and Kettner Tubeman, and this is a great amp modeler. Channel 1 is my clean channel. And channel 2, I got my overdrive. Channel 3 is just more overdrive. It's gain surfing. I don't use it. I have no need for it because I'm not much of a shredder. But it's there if you want to, and yeah, this thing has great tones no matter what you're using it for. So you can also use this Tubeman as a great preamp for recording situations in your home studio. So cool. That pretty much covers it for the instrument side of things. Moving on to over here. So now I'm going to talk into this mic. So
my vocal mic goes into this TC Helicon effects pedal, which I use for reverb while I'm singing. Hello! And then the only other thing I really use this for is for a nice, wait for it, delay. Hey, 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 yo, 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 yo. So. Pretty much use those for some Zeppelin songs and a couple of other things, and that's pretty much it. So I'm usually sticking to the reverb, and if I try to remember, I turn it off when I'm talking to the crowd. That's it. That's how the vocal effects go for me. And lastly, in my setup, we have the beatbox mic. This is a Audix Fireball that I'm using, and what's really important, and I didn't do this for a while when I first started beatboxing, is to make sure you have a mic with an on-off switch of some kind. So when you're done looping your beatbox, you got to make sure that the volume goes back down, or else you're going to pick up, when you're in a live room with speakers going on, it's going to pick up everything, and that'll be recorded in the loop. So if you're new at this and you want to start beatboxing, make sure you get a mic with an on-off switch there. So anyway, back to this. Yeah, as you can see, it's got quite a different tone when I talk into it, but I'm using it for a beatbox anyway. I throw a little bit of reverb on in the Behringer app, which is what I'm using for a mixer. I'll also use this to layer some vocal stuff occasionally when it calls for it. Basically, that's it. It's no more difficult or complex than that.
So I'm going to leave you with this loop. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel if you don't already, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks, everybody. Real quick, guys, one more thing before I go. I just wanted to give a shout out to Brian Fitzy and Matt Rademile for turning me on to live looping in the first place. Everything I know is somehow or another ripped off from those guys, really. So thanks, guys.